wanting to give them that first kill just yet. Azuu's going to go digging. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, the thing is, Monte actually have to fight for tunnel. They've lost lower tunnel control and upper tunnel control by product of it in, you know, immediate fashion. So they sort of have to put a bit of presence there. X-Foul for the first, Youngster for one of his own as well, looking for a second, will get dinked in the making, and he actually is given the luxury of falling back, and that's where Crizzen remains. Nice shots from Rainwaker. Oh, Rainwaker, hang on. Single-handedly has pulled this round back in favor of Monte. He's on for the ace as well, and he's looking for the last man. It's X-Foul with the dualies, who started things off for Heroic. Does he clear car? He does. And now called upon in a clutch. It's all on the shoulders of the Bulgarian, who wants to bombard with the Glock bullets. 14 points of HP, and he plays at range as well. And against the dualies, this is the right call, but it does give X-Foul the luxury to cross towards the site. Rainwaker waits. He's trying to buy some time. There's no kit in play. The fight's got to be successful, and it's not. Rainwaker and ace to start the day here on the B stream.
That's tough for X-Foul though, man. He lands all the bullets, just none of them in the head. That's what he needed, and he is denied the chance. But yeah, a brilliant way to kick things off for sure, as they will start pretty solidly on that T side of things. It's this run of 3 in the middle that was just absolutely ridiculous. Picking this one slowly. Similar to the previous round, get some nades out, fake things a little, draw some attention, but they just contact out long. So they're enjoying that. Crizzen tries to get the header in. It will indeed cause a bit of a gap. It's Nilo over a car, though, that goes overlooked here. He will be spammed down eventually. The gap's not really big enough to abuse at this stage. Youngster inside the smoke. I think he has just been spotted there. Maybe a leg, or maybe on the mini-map, but all the same, they will deal with him. Jump scout attempted, not going to happen. I think you maybe start a conversation about walking away here.
Yeah, especially the FAMAS.
Right, try and get that in a better spot next round, but he's still looking. They're still trying to find this first kill. Elevator living up to its namesake here. As X-Cloud goes up, does get one, tags another. Not a lot of time here. We'll continue the trades coming in. I mean, the damage is good, but yeah, someone needs to get on this bomb like right now. And I think they're going to miss the window potentially. We'll find out. They're close to the bomb, but unable to really get on it safely. Decent damage, kill bonus, still get to save a strong weapon. It's not a bad result for Heroic.
Yeah, you can take some positives away from that. You're absolutely right, but for the most part, a couple of 5-7s. Hilo got bit of armor. They're going to send the pack in towards top mid. Let's see what this is about. Flash over. Azu's here. First fight is clean. Looks for more as well. And with the support of Afro and Gizmy, they read that like a book. That was a known quantity of that being a play. But a couple of kills with a 5-7 for Nilo. You take those.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the flash is a nice move. They were just set up really well to deal with it. So unable to capitalize, unfortunately. Crizzen making them wait here to close out the round, and they are, again, attentively watching him. Oh, that's sharp. Can he get any more here? He had a better weapon, which he now does.
Funny enough you say that.
Yeah, maybe.
I honestly say
they're out
save.
There, though. Yeah, I think it is a save angle now. They've hightailed it towards B.
Keep out of the AK. This is...
Again, super costly. I mean, you look at where the T-side money is, it's really going to cost them a lot.
Won't be the case. He's tucked over towards shore and nobody going to make his way in his direction. I say that. He definitely can hear these steps. Ooh, yeah, he can, but... Oh, he's going to go down!
Wow.
Yeah, bomb radius on Dust 2 is a little large. Wow. One of those,
the ultimate saving spot.
It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because they know they're going to get a buy-in towards the next. It would have been, of course, nice to have that cherry on top of an AK. Yeah, exactly, but... Hopefully you just laugh it off, and especially if your first gun round can go well, then you can laugh it off. Let's see. Oh, nearly at the chance of lining them up. BMAS and Azu, though, really aggressive and very risky in a sense, but it's a risk that pays off. However, the T-side molly stops the T-side smoke from bouncing to cover the entirety of the cross.
They've certainly jumped the gun on some of this utility. It gets a little awkward, slows them down. They don't feel confident to move forwards.
Like this.
Quick flank brewing. All about how you play that, and ultimately all about whether the T-side actually do commit here. It seems like they will. I think maybe a save being called despite the good position. A little all over the place. Is it a save? I suppose maybe not. as Nilo is nearly caught in towards CT. X-Cloud's timing is just slightly too slow. Does not jump the gun fast enough. They'll get one traded back on the side, but they don't fancy it. They don't know how low these players are.
Yeah.
Could have given this a decent sniff, but unfortunately, they will take the save. So,
Youngster, you kind of need to be hitting those. Short control now lost. And Bemis alone in this endeavor as he moves out. Oh, he's about to face an AWP, but it might not matter. Crizzen will win out the duel with the FAMAS.
yeah, insane angle from Crizzen, right? Not one that you're going to be expecting most of the time. He's read the situation pretty nicely, that he can play something like that. If he's going to deal with anything, it's potentially a lurk, as they're making way more noise over towards short. Still going to try and make short work. Waker is on an island all by himself. Step. Oh, another missed shot. That one I maybe can't forgive him for either.
That's Flash.
We'll force the AWP away here. Going to get a little weird. Bomb plant coming in. Decent damage. Azuu left low, so it is certainly against the odds that they're going to have to stack this one up. Rainwaker's patience. Oh. Well, in theory, pays off, but in execution, it's Crizzen looking really good out towards long here, again, with some really solid reads of how Monte are approaching this round. Azuu with an insane angle of his own. It's getting a little wild out here, but all of a sudden, it's Afro all by himself. 1 versus 4 going to be required, and he gets dinked and burned, and it's Heroic for their first.
That's a really good retake in the end, right? They keep a lot of numbers on deck, which is fantastic for the finances, but as a whole, it's a real confidence booster for Heroic. They need a round like that to start. And it's a positive sign for me, at the very least, that Heroic are very aware of this possibility. First time I've seen a B here. And a proper one with the guns, that is. They've been going towards A because it's been working. Now it hasn't. They'll change things up. That flash got Azuu more than it got anyone else. Sauce going to take a lot of damage to the molly. But that T-flash really actually just kills their momentum heading in towards B. It only got Azuu.
Yeah, I mean, timing, I think Sus got one out as well. So that might have been part of it, to be fair. Timing a little bit off, but it's super predictable to be hit, in my opinion, after losing your first round, just to try and go for that. They were set up, they were so ready, and they're able to just immediately keep them out and now force them into a really tough round. Rainwaker trying to get on the other side of the crosshair here, but he's distracted by the noise. All onto Bemis. Good to take some guns away if he can, but it's only one that he's able to find. So, Heroic stringing them together, denying the bomb plant.
Pressure on Monte here. This is where we look towards how deep the bag goes in terms of the calling. Like Azu's going to be sent towards mid, which actually is a good call because no one's there. They're going to get that for free. And they're going to fight. Normally, most teams will go for a mid to B smoke there to allow them to split. They go for raw contact. I love that. Crizzen once again makes that move in towards doors though, and he's 2 for 2 in that engagement.
Just trying to create the first kill, Monte, I think, and picking up the pace massively here, actually. Conditioning them in a little bit to more execute heavy and slow it down, take your time kind of moves. Afro forced to die at the end of the day. So 3 versus 3 here. Hard to call. Both teams looking worse for wear.
I like this.
Man, it's going to be a mess towards short here as well. This could be very dangerous indeed. Nilo with a nice little silent nade break. Oh, and the move in is clean. They'll trade their way through and leave it all onto Azuu here. Look at the HPs combined for 46. He's just not watching long, just not ready for it at all. Really smart move to actually get some long control there. I figured they were all going to go short, but not the case. So Heroic with a tougher one.
Last round will mean that Monte don't have the money to work with. So Heroic should be getting a bit of a freebie of a fourth here. But we're going to go quick towards short. We're going very quick indeed. Youngster, he might be caught off guard here. Missed shot for the first. As you're going to get one. Rainwaker trades out as X-Cloud hits the deck. We've got in towards the A side very quickly, and there's a Deagle waiting that cannot convert. Oh, the bomb just about goes down. The airstrike will kill Gizmi, but he gets those numbers in just in time.
Yeah, it has cost them everything here, I think, to get this bomb down, really. Can they now weather the rest of it? I don't think so. Rainwaker trying and failing to find that final kill. Youngster closes it out. Now bringing it within 1. I mean, look, I like the theory. Presence from the CT side this time around, though, so a change in setup from them.
Hello.
Aggression in the tunnels. Oh, successful. Really clean.
That's beautiful. So calculated as well. I think, actually, to be fair, I don't even think Rainwaker was blind there. It feels like because of the pillar that he was playing around, he might have actually dodged the flash, but Sus was just so crisp with it. This is a bold move. He's got support, sure, but this could be a bit of a bloodbath as this smoke fade. That is a fantastic flash. Orb of Afro for one. Looks for a second, and he'll nail it. Okay, Youngster will get an orb shot off of his own, but then the head-to-head, it's Afro who comes out on top. The primary versus the substitute. It's Afro who shines into a 2 versus 2. They're going to plant 4 short again. And Nilo going for the flank as well. Susby opened up proceedings with a B tunnels push, but he took damage in that making. This is a very doable 2 versus 2, but a missed shot like that's really going to hinder them. And Gizmy, he picked up the AWP now, playing from sight, but he doesn't often use it. The IGL got to shine, had an opportunity and missed it. He'll reposition as he opts for the rifle in this proceeding. Gizmy looking for heads, looking to hold down Mouse 1, but he just can't quite see off Nilo. Successful retake for Heroic as they put another round on the board and tie this one up.
Again, just not got the power to take it over the line and get that next round. Nilo down below. Youngster gets a break of the smoke here, so it's pretty heavy pressure towards middle. They seem like this short response is quite popular for Monte, and you can see why. Heads rolling very quickly indeed. It's down to a 2 versus 2 in like 20 seconds. Little touchdown nade to find the 2 HP Bemis. He was not long for this world for sure, so it's Rainwaker against 2, not ready for the long present, surely. And indeed, he will go down. So Heroic certainly looking so, as they have managed to string 6 together here to take the lead. And, well, there's no sign to say why they couldn't get a 7th.
Again, it's quite a relentless one in terms of the pace. But Heroic are happy to play the pug if you want to. Azu, as he always is, he's set now into the fray, but it's 2 huge kills from xCloud that keep the numbers even. They might overlook Nilo here as well, just because xCloud was so aggressive, and with the support of Crizzen too.
Yeah, they don't really have the nades to deal with him.
Nilo just team flash.
One of the flashes of all times.
If anything, it might continue selling the ruse.
That's better. That's better. Double swing as well coming in here. So Nilo from the car is never going to get checked because they couldn't see him. They were blinded up so well. Afro on the scout here to close things out. Surely not going to happen. I don't know. I guess it's the final round, right? They got some flashes just dropped in CT for the sake of it. And they've certainly put them to good use. Afro will move up onto the AK here to try his damnedest.
Just can't get the bomb. This is the thing, right? They just keep smoking in front of the bomb. It's just such an annoying thing for him to deal with.
Surely not. Surely not. Creeping around nicely, though. He's given the space. It's a bit wild. We'll find the first. Youngster on the orb. As we know, looks uncomfortable. Afro gives us a taste, but again, not quite able to take it over. 7 in a row from Heroic as they kick things off in this pistol a little faster than their counterparts. Looking for that long aggression. Going to go contact heavy here. Bemis nearly loses his head. He gets a flash. He can't quite net the frag, though. I think he will be kicking himself on that one. 10 HP to try and survive here. Plucks one out of the air. So there you go. He does get his. Gizmy also chiming in for a clean man advantage now.
Honestly, getting one out of that situation is actually pretty impressive. He looked dead to rights after the initial miss. And he dealt damage towards Sosp in the early engagement. For 1.5, we can give him that. Nilo at range of the P250. A very sharp shot to even the numbers. At the minute mark, I mean, Heroic have plenty of time to maneuver wherever they want. This could be a big fight, though. The question is, does Afro even check down here?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah.
Quick answer to that one.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He heard me.
Fair enough. Well played. Good check.
And he's going back over towards long.
Yeah, completely aware at the moment, aren't they, it seems? Really trying to close the gap. Oh, my.
My goalies don't do this.
No, mine never do, man. Sus will take him.
He's so low.
Yeah, just tagged down eventually. The body shot's enough to finish him off. So big find from Monte, to be honest. Big recovery as well. I thought, you know, Bemis goes down, long control comes in. Afro with the M4. Spotted. Jump spots for info. Oh, big nade on the way. Man alive, that is a lot of damage. The MP9 trying to get in there. Will be denied. Actually, a couple kills coming back around. Make it 3. Damn.
M4 scooped up.
I don't think they'll be able to win from here, honestly. Hardly any HP. Bomb to recover. Ooh. That's awkward timing, but it doesn't matter. So, Susp on the P250. This would be nuts. They now know about him. There's a man above who's going to take him down. So, thank goodness, you know, I like to keep the almost full eco wins to a minimum. Not good for my mental health or my blood pressure, but all the same, time will tell. Seems like Heroic really trying to just confuse, pip the post. Really nice smoke over here on short, though, from Afro. He's playing up close and personal here. Oh, man, they're going through it. He's read this brilliantly. Really well done. He loses track of that last man. But you feel, surely, got to be enough. Maybe not, though. Susp finds another. Bemis with a keen kill. 25 seconds to get this bomb down is the big thing, and it's in such an awkward spot. Bemis, crisp, looking really good here. 3-piece for him thus far. Maybe one more on the cards. Susp makes himself known. He's got about 10 seconds to get this bomb down. Does he even want to attempt that? The answer is no. Can he make it out? The answer to that is also no. So, Monte.
Everyone tagged by that nade, but barely.
For like 3.
yeah, exactly.
Kind of funny. Could have been the best nade, but unfortunately denied.
Oh.
Burst forwards here. Zuru forced onto the USP. He's out of ammo, and he will go down. So we talked about creating a bomb plant. They have done just that. Can they hold the site now? And it always comes into the conversation, doesn't it? The B-bomb site of Dust 2, notoriously difficult. They really want to turn this into a 2 versus 2 before getting the bomb down, but not going to happen there. They're denied the chance. Decent nades now flying in. What are the options available for the CT side? I mean, it does become difficult. They don't have a flash. Just desperately trying to smoke things out so that they don't get shot from car. One sacrifices, one trades into the one-on-one, though, and Youngster will hold his line. That's exactly what they were worried about. How do you get into B, especially without tunnel presence?
And we've seen the best and the worst of Monte, and it's both times kind of come from Nuke as well. That worries me. Their opening game against Astralis, they were just so lackluster on that map. Yesterday we saw some nice moments. Oh, swing and a fire for X-Cloud. A quick trade from BMAS. He gets flashed into the fight. He'll find it. And with just about enough HP, he'll fall away alive.
Really big kills, actually. Really big kills. We'll see what sort of door this opens up now for them.
And we're in trouble, surely.
You would assume so, but it's a spot by himself that could get overlooked, could find good timing. That's exactly what he's going for. He does jump a bit early, can't quite secure the kill, but he confirms that it's B. It's his best to stay alive while the rotations come in, and they're hit quite fast. Gizmi almost in for the third. 29 HP for Nilo against 3. Not going to happen. Really well played, and again, it's Rainwaker just gathering that information and time.
Who's got the momentum or whatnot? Youngster? Do you fade the smoke? Yes. Sir, the gun barrel of Azu.
Wow.
Loses him his life, and then Afro also falls flat as well.
That's kind of crazy they're getting away with those. Can they do something with it? I suppose is the question. Rainwaker got to be prepared for the B hit. He's alone. Again, trying to hide away, and he has maybe slipped the net ever so slightly. They don't expect him to have moved in here already. Oh, man. Lines them all up, mows them all down. It does not get much better than that.
You love those kind of shots as well because you just don't even need to move your crosser. You just stay planted on the position. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And Monte now put themselves into a really good spot. It was a hero AK round, but
are they going to act upon it? I think not, because Prism's over here by himself throwing both of those smokes. Looks like they want to try and make a move towards middle. Contact flash. Gizmi unaware of where he's at. Azuru also going to get caught. Still a player in on that side itself. It's Rainwaker again, but no crazy antics this time around. I think that should be the save. Prism's been heard. If he goes down quickly, maybe they give it a look, but even then, the 2 versus 2 doesn't feel super favorable. Flash will go in. He is blind as a bat. Oh, Kit, they've got one flash to work with. Afro now moves on to the AK. I mean,
they might give it a test.
This a look. You can give this a little look. The money's not too bad. Why not? 2 versus 2. What can they create? Not loads of time in which to do it. X-File playing anti. on the hardest angle, man. He goes a bit early, though. It's down to the 1 versus 1. Nilo is just too clean. Holds true for a big heroic round.
Yeah, they needed that so badly. Well done to Nilo. Bails them out.
Flash comes in for the cross. Only second time of asking. A bit better. Tiny bits of damage done. Still no kill as yet. They're going to go rolling in. Only a couple players, though, to try and sell this short move. Big damage is done. The deep smoke as well to keep them at bay. Oh, man. Gives me with so much damage, but just not able to convert a kill. I think with those, you surely now have to look to save. Rainwaker, 1 on the 5-7. So low. He gets his hands onto a Galil. Maybe there is a chance here.
They've got to know how much damage they've done, surely. I mean, Gizmy, he's got to know he's tagged up a few. He's found by Rainwaker, looking for a second as well. Oh my god, fighting him is a risk here. Oh man, hang on. There's legs in the round. The pop shot of the pistol trying to find a head, but it just can't. All on Youngster. 1 versus 3 for him, and everybody is reeling, but it's the AWP that comes out on top. We said it was a risky buy, but Monte come out on top. Over towards long. I mean, from here, BMAS probably doesn't even get affected by any flash if they were to throw one. Youngster going to keep it in his back pocket. You're going to go for contact. They're sending them out. They are going quiet in this endeavor. I think 1 step might have been heard. Nice for the first. Looks for a second. Can't quite get it. Afro needs to be careful now. He's exposed.
Just knows they're over towards short. Has to play that angle. XCloud claps the heads together. Double swing coming in. It's nearly not enough. Azuu has a chance at resetting there. Going to be down to Rainwaker here, though. He is feeling himself. Absolutely. Wow. XCloud, though. Big round from him. Some great takes. And that'll give Heroic a chance back in.
It's a little bit of a swing round, but just because XCloud and Nilo don't have loads left over, but Monte have nothing in the back pocket. Lose here, they're in trouble. Molly missed. Oh my god, Molly missed. And I actually don't think BMAS really realized that he jiggle peeks for information and he'll lose his life for it. That's a freebie of an opener for XCloud. He picks up the AWP based on spawn. Afro could be dead to rights in tunnel vision too. He's looking towards top mid as he's not considering the right-hand side.
Yeah, dangerous game from here on in with that man going down. It's BMAS as well, you know, the second strongest player.
Looking all right with this AWP, XCloud.
Indeed. Gizmy going to fall.
Take a move, mate.
XCloud is just feeling himself at the moment, as is the entire squad.
What a round.
It is crumbling before our very eyes here. 12 absolutely locked in for Heroic. Monte do not know what to do. They are really, really struggling now.
Yeah. And they are in serious trouble. Sauce was in towards spawn. Oh, he's being held on the left-hand side. He's going to swing from the right, and he just got the drop. Nice move. The second they take long control, Sauce immediately 180s, doubles back. He knows that the hunt is the right call. And he also, as we all know...
How many times are you going to be able to replicate that, really, I think is the big question here, of course. XCloud. First peeker will take the up close MP9. I thought he might go down tunneling in, but not going to be the case. So man advantage looks real solid now. Heroic once again starting from pole position. He missed behind the doors. We've seen what he can do on the 5-7 from time to time. Flash comes in. It's maybe not the best set peek from XCloud, and he will be punished for it. BMAS gets an MP9. Where's the AK, goddammit? Oh, Rainwaker looking good. Finds 2 as he drops down. All of a sudden, we might be back on. There's the AK, making itself known. Nilo, though, in the 1 versus 3 to absolutely crush the dreams of Monte. It is all on Afro. He picks up an AK, and he is completely... looking to reset, but he's maybe overthunk ever so slightly. I don't think that Nilo had really clocked that he was running away with all this sound and chaos going on. Bomb plant going to come in, and Nilo still does expect him from on high. Or does he? Or does he? Maybe Afro's played it perfectly. The drop comes in, and it will be the OT.
They're going to contact us 3. They did this earlier. BMAS only went 1 for 1. I was on the pistol. The first, can't get the second. Same exact proceeding here, but this time a smoke that'll come through and a nice shot from Afro. Really should have been punished there as well, but he isn't. And Gizmy gonna nail his shot. Good opportunity to find a kill, which he does. Good flash to slow down Youngster as well. This is looking a little bit dicey in the 2 versus 3. Yes, they've got the numbers, but they're in a position where they were a little bit low. They dive down to try and capitalize on the low HP of Monte. They know they've done damage towards them. I don't even hate the idea, because they also know they can't cross Youngster over. A little bit of grime. I do like some grime, actually. Grew up in London, so...
Yeah, I know, like the bigger tunes that hit the mainstream. Oh man, the lineup.
It was 2 on potential there.
Yeah, I don't know how he doesn't find 2. There's team damage that helps him out. It's getting really messy here as the game goes on. Late burst.
That was needed.
Is attempted by Heroic. It's all over the place. We do get that Crizzen kill over there, but we've got to track Youngster in the smoke. It's now into the one-on-one, but there's only 12 seconds left, so it's do or die here, and Afro tracks him nicely. We'll take him out. Again, just no reaction from this guy. He is chilling. Just another day at the office. It's a slim.
If anything, it's kind of worse when you don't get a reaction. You don't garner any information off the back of the flash and the risk of sending him in, but they're going to go for what is the default for Monte, as we've seen time and time again, head towards A. They will go in A so often, and Crizzen this time has been lurking out towards long. He's on the site itself. How does he fare? For 1, looks for 2, but he can't quite line up the spray transfer. So B-Master will get it back. Missed AWP shot from Afro will cost him his life to the hands of X-Cloud and the Wired Mouse, but the bomb will go down. Numbers favor Heroic.
Looks good here. It does look good if you ask me. They've got to get this retake going a little bit quicker. They've got the long control, which is so important. Really fast trade, but it's Rain Waker making a move from behind, but he's being watched. It doesn't matter, the dink for dink. The gun making the difference. Bemis as well, finding the head.
They know there's one
and all
site.
Of a sudden, it's on to Nilo. He's got that kit, but that's all he's got working for him. Where does he look? How does he play it? He's able to dodge out the flash. The molly comes in, and that's got to be it. 15th round for Monte secured despite all the kills coming in for Nilo, and indeed it's a head in hands, almost an RNG moment that he still had a molly remaining despite such a late execute into the round. Still everybody left standing. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock here. It feels this first kill is just going to be worth its weight in gold. Afro trained in, and he is gifted. As Youngster, mechanically not bad on the AWP, but sometimes it's the decision-making from this guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite know how to be careful as an AWPer. They have to be careful. This B-bomb site, better defended than you might think.
Yeah, this could be really janky. Back turn, though. Will Afro expect a second? It might not even matter because Azu can be there for the trade. This could be the end, and it should be the end. It's all on the shoulders of X-Cloud as they move now towards B. And with that spam, they know exactly where he is. He's seen off by Azu, and Monte, despite the antics of Heroic, they will end up closing out their map pick. But what a map we just had. As we were sort of saying, but you know, it's kind of maybe a little bit of kind of a laugh and a joke because it could be quite a funny series once again.
We're going to find out, though, getting a little more serious as things go on. Afro not jumping at the opportunity, but he does spot both of those players. Gizmy on high, then able to hold, and those is another one around. Crizzen does manage to find a kill before being traded. Meanwhile, downstairs, Rainwaker here.
Hello.
And they break the window for him, so that's lovely and simple. Can't get another, but he has slowed the roll. He has denied the bomb plant. Youngsters backed off into this 1 versus 3. Now spotted and known about. Surely should be Monte's for the taking.
Yeah, it's smart there as well from Afro. You just scurry up the ladder. You don't want to give him any head-to-heads. You don't want to give him any 1v1 duels. That's how they can recover around like that. And that's a really nice way to start one of those in situations like that where it's a low buy or like a pistol. If you're the only one who gets a kill, I like to type got mine.
Yeah.
Just to annoy my teammates.
No, it's totally valid.
First full buy. The first true look into Heroic. There's a gap, or Afro will be smoked just as we were saying that, and XR's going to open up the proceedings. Oh, hello. Ships in the night here. The Orb's in a really rough spot. He's actually going to get spammed down as well. Opening double goes the way of Heroic in towards their first investment. Surprise, surprise, there's a multiplayer event, though.
X-Cloud creeping in to try and maybe even things up, but he's debating it. I want to give that advantage back. It's more of a holding position at the moment. He's not going to see any action come his way, so 5 versus 3. Looks good, looks clean. Looks winnable from here. Just thinking about it and successfully finding that frag. Pretty well done from him. And they're buddied up a little, so they could definitely thin the herd, as it were. He'll drop down to look to try and meet them at secret, and that would be the correct call.
I like this.
Oh, but yeah, again, stacked on top of each other, really able to work off of one another. Azu waiting patiently. Beamer's taking contact, will lose his head. Oh, Azu for 2. He's lucky to get away with those. It looked dicey in the beginning. 1 versus 2. Is that going to be enough? MP7 at range lets us down, and Heroic will get on the board.
Yeah, just a little fluster there, Rainwaker. Didn't expect Prison to come that late towards their first investment, but they now need to chain them together. Buy back in place for Monte. I mean, that previous round just considered a bonus buy, really. This is the real true litmus test of what their full gun rounds might look like in the early stages of this map. Pro gets his all out again. No, that's aggressive from Gizmy. He's going to get one, but he'll be spammed down through the smoke.
A lot of damage done, though.
Yeah.
So the 4v4 does hang in the balance. Monte will absolutely need to convert things from here, or at the very least find another kill before going into the latter stages of this round.
Ooh, X-Cloud, he's tunnel visioned in here.
This is dangerous. I mean, what couldn't you spot as those smokes, you know, a lot of life to them in CS2, of course. Can betray you ever so slightly, but no tops of the head spotted around those smokes. Slow again here from Heroic as they look to replenish the nades. Right idea from Afro. Oh man, a dangerous repeat, but he will find the kill. Key advantage that they were begging for. Nilo trying to be cheeky. In at mini, not going to work. 4 versus 2. Monte in prime position.
Sosp. He's trying to sneak his way out here. This looks like a topside finish, but still going to be really difficult to dissect. There's 2 players here now, 3rd rotating over as well. The Heaven player should swing. It's Azu from down below who does. And now no chance for XR. 20 seconds as well. Could make arguments to try and save the AWP, but lost bonus might be a little bit more important. I think Afro was going to be basically the decisive factor there. If he made that move, either going towards a garage save or moving through for Mini, he can be kind of the man to deny. Backside Azu was spotted, and X-File, he just realizes it's just not worth giving it a look in. So he'll save the AWP. A nice response from Monte, though.
Will be a pretty heavy ramp move by the looks of things, and Rainwaker is in that pesky off angle. See, flashes come in, he's able to turn away, but yeah, back turned on the first. He is traded, support is here in good time. Afro is quick with it. Looking pretty damn crisp here. The banger is a great idea. Takes some damage and able to stay alive. Meanwhile, down below, Azu is already here. Chomping at the bit. Gizmy also set up with him. Surely not able to get through something like this. Gizmy makes himself known for the first. Azu down below still has to be dealt with. And he will get an easy one. It's just so damn simple after those initial kills.
Nice shot to see it off. 2 for Azu.
Well, I suppose the door's gone, really.
What door?
Gizmy, down below. Hold the door. He's going to try and hold the vents here. Meanwhile, up top, Chris does manage to find his. Tag down low, traded out eventually. Gizmy with good timing. Really good timing, but there's still action going on up top, so they're unsure of what the hell's going on. It's slim advantages here for Monte.
Ooh. Big
kills on the cards. Oh, an open plant attempted. Afro doesn't really believe his eyes. Meanwhile, Gizmy is patiently waiting, and I think they're aware of him. X-Cloud chimes in to drop that up. 2 versus 2. This is a pretty big deal. Gizmy thinking he really wants to open this damn door and try and find the all-important kill. He will actually get it, but can he find another on 9 HP? The gods surely say no. X-Cloud up top with a great reposition here. Does slightly lose track, but I think is in just such a good spot that surely he gets it done, and he does indeed. But we're going to find out. It's a lot of resources put into this one for Heroic to try and get downstairs. Gizmy falls. There's actually nobody around here. I think that's a fairly audible drop into the vent. So they are ready. Not quite for the second, but the spray isn't quite there. Still all over the place here. Bemis Finding another. He goes back up to try and catch up top. Bemis with a great rotation. Rainwaker with a catch from behind. And all of a sudden, 3 versus 2 is 2 versus 1. Susp comes in quick, and he will retrieve that bomb. A fast plant here to maybe try and take a fight. I say the one-on-ones, but no, he's actually looking to drop back and reposition. Available here for Rainwaker. There's so much for Bemis. Is he going to be able to do anything with it, though? Oh, goodness. Gets the smoke out and will lose his life. It's all down to Rainwaker with a smoke on the bomb. Tap comes in, and the headshots land. It is skinny your teeth stuff, but they'll still get it.
Yeah, a close round. That goes favorably for Heroic in the previous, and this one. But Nilo, who's the anchor on the ramp, if they want to double back in that position. Azu's here in support as well. Does Rainwaker even clear this? I don't know if he will. Oh, no, he doesn't. It's a half clearance.
Oh,
no
my
way.
God.
Azu's steps have drawn him away. Rainwaker's going to get in towards lobby. Are you kidding me? I mean, sure, Nilo's going to get in towards heaven. Turn around. Turn around. Oh, no. It's just pandemonium for all the wrong reasons. It's carnage. It's chaos. It's ugly, but it's Counter-Strike. And Chris is all that's left in a 1 versus 3. This has just gone from bad to worse for Heroic. Pot flashes a beaut from Azu. And Chrisen, he's barely got any time here. 10 seconds as he tries to maneuver down towards B, but there's a body here to meet them. And sure, everyone's tagged, but you're not being given the luxury of a plant. I speak too soon. Oh, he's going to get the bomb out. Hang on.
Just about gets the plant in. Oh, can't get his gun out in time, though.
What a round.
What is just, how do I unsee what I've just seen, man? How do I need one of them, like, memory eraser things from Men in Black.
Yeah. No surprises once again that Heroic, their default heads towards outside. All the bodies are here. The cross smokes will allow them safe passage, but Gizmy might want to change things up. Oh my. Just on the edge.
I was going to say, it's a bit different. I can see them moving into warehouse here.
Yeah.
But they actually don't. They will still, again, focus.
This is great. They're taking lobby control while outside control has been heard.
Yeah.
This is actually the perfect reaction. Okay, nice. He confirms that one.
Although spotted. Yeah, we'll see what the CTs have got in store. Chrisen plucked out of the air. Dropping into Afro's crosshair. 4 versus 4. I mean, they've pushed through lobby, but they're not quite as prepared downstairs as maybe we would like. They still get here in good time, and a lot of that time left,
yeah,
right? 20 seconds. Another fine for Afro. Maybe a few more for him. On the cards, missed shot, but Rainwaker's here to pick up the pieces.
That's bomb, though.
That's the bomb hitting the deck. 10 seconds. Youngster up top. That's got to be the round, right? There's just not enough time for Youngster, and he's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm saving. Oh, he cannot buy a round right now, you know, despite bits of control, despite trades coming in. Afro smoked off. It's a break that they go for here, but nothing spotted. Gonna go for another. Nothing spotted.
Prison.
Maybe one more. Maybe one more. He might find something. It's Afro who goes digging, though. He really wanted that first kill. It's going to be rewarded. Gizmy gets a dodgy flash through, but he will make it work. Another re-smoke coming round. Man advantage Monte. Can they hold on to it? It's getting a little chaotic out here. Heroic playing loose and fast. However, the trades are just too damn good. It's Youngster all by himself. 1 on 3. A bomb to recover. Yes, they don't know about him, but what can he really do with that? 10-2. Seems all but inevitable.
Yeah. Sure, Rainwaker's low, but there's just no chance of this. That C4 is... see what the name is of the C4?
I didn't. And sometimes I don't think it's good to see the name.
Youngster, nice find.
You want to see it.
Looking for the final 2. He's got sub 30 seconds to do it. And Monte approaching this right. They're just sticking together. But this is still doable. Youngster, he's on a slow map, but can have his moments. He's tagged up, and now he's got to fight too. It's not going to be the case. What a first half of play from Monte. Double digits.
I like to build it up. I like to be hopeful. But I think, you know, unfortunately, it's not looking too good. And Monte really don't have far to go here. They're going to try and get things going with the pistol, keep it simple, and just get this one in the bag. Glocks closing the gap. Actually having a bit of a tough time, but they will eventually, you feel, close into things. Actually, no, Nilo stands strong. Maybe some legs to this for Heroic.
I'm kind of surprised that was as inexpensive as it was. Like, I felt like there was so many opportunities for Monte to find fights, and they just couldn't connect the bullets. The idea around the priority on that for the executes. Let's see what they've got for us. Molly and an aid combo in towards main. Another one as well to stop the swing out. That would generally, in our minds, prompt a vent dive, but they're going to double back towards ramp. Great flash in the smoke. Oh, Nilo, he had the chance at 2 there, but only gets 1. Nice find as X-Filed and Youngster will combine on separate sites.
Monte clearly trying to brute force this one in, and it's just not quite happening for them. I think Heroic have figured that it's like, right, we need to be careful. We need to just really keep the guns up here. Afro left in a 1 versus 4 overall. Now pretty. Bomb to recover. He's been seen. He's been dinked.
Peekaboo.
It surely has to be over from here.
Yeah, he's not surviving this one. Prison's got his number.
I don't know.
He just needs a body shot, surely.
Okay.
Doesn't
He
even,
does give it a good
it's
check.
crisp as. Very important round for Heroic. These are the right steps being taken to... I mean, Monte are scary on these buys. Definitely
they
worth
are.
kind of like highlighting.
For sure.
They've had a couple of like funky low buy rounds.
Yeah, the utility in the right place and whatnot. They obviously have a game plan. It's a fake outside, a fake vent dive even. Followed up by maybe a real vent dive. You know, I do kind of miss it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a burst. Oh, and maybe a successful one as well, actually. I start to get to put some surety into this round. Youngster moving fast. He's caught for the trade.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, this is not good. Nilo on high, though, comes in with 3. Might have just saved the round. Absolute heroics from him for sure. Afro. No armor to speak of for this Deagle, unfortunately. So, going to be tough. Has to land the quickest headshots, and he cannot get it done. It's close. It's very close, but it's not a victory, and that's what they're kind of desperately after at the moment, as yet to...
He joins the rest of the pack. Bomb on the back of Bemis. They're looking for a ramp pop, and Nilo, who just had a brilliant previous round, is going to be tested here. Same with Youngster. He's flashed off the angle. Nilo, good for 1. He'll tuck his head as he looks for a second, which he finds. The 3rd is on offer, and he's spotting shadows, and he's catching bodies in the molly as well. Youngster dips around the corner, and Sus will find one of his own as well. And oh so quickly, Gizmy, who was lurking outside, is left all alone in a 1 versus 3. It's a nice shutdown. All getting involved. Nilo for 2. Youngster for one of his own with the pistol, and Sus, who swung through the flames, finds an all-important one.
Not nice of a round. Yeah, I mean...
Just can't recover the bomb. It's again towards ramp.
It gives me... Especially taking so much damage there. Not hoping hell. So,
Got a bit of time, at least.
It's true, and he has a decision to make. I don't know if you just take the CK into the next,
This is
really.
a great boost, though. This is smart.
Unbeatable, I think.
Yeah.
CK's finest, we'll see. Mollied out, dealt with. So 3 rounds to difference now. The gap is closing pretty damn fast. Should be another eco. It's all the conditioning. I mean, look at the CTs. They're like right on top of vent. They're like, we're going to be constantly watching for this vent dive.
Yeah, they know it's a real possibility.
How's he got smoke?
Oh, front vent smoke.
Wait a minute.
Don't tease me.
Oh, well, they heard that. Nice one, mate.
Something tells me they might not go for it now.
X-Cloud.
Oh, what a drive-by.
Yeah, loses a big fight there. They're going to get overwhelmed. You said they've looked pretty successful on these lower buys. Youngster, is it enough?
Oh, no.
Nilo's done very well to just bait things out here, bring it down to the 1 versus 1. Afro does not know where to look, loses track of him completely, does land a shot, can't quite get it, and indeed jubilation, because that was really, really close around the... It felt at one point Monte should have been winning, to be honest. Prison in the vent can get down nice and quick as well. Orp in an unlikely spot is the big thing here, though. Are they going to be ready for this? Gizmy split up, I mean... Yeah, make sure you're all together here. Trigger discipline, and Gizmy is too quick. Lovely, lovely move.
Youngster puts his hands up like, what the hell just happened?
What can you do about that? Azuu going to catch Crizzen. They've read the setup here. They've gone for something different, and it seems to have worked.
Back up the vent.
And now they do go for the wacky vent plays. I honestly am behind it here because there were 2 players down below on that site ready and waiting for them. Just come charging through all those choke points. X-Floud heard.
Just call it.
Will go for the save. Monte takes a lot of work, takes a lot of time. They find number 11.
Yeah, and ultimately about time for Monte. Finally. I wouldn't even hate the idea of Heroic calling for a pause immediately in response. Finally was around you. Finally, they found a gap and also doing a decent job on the hunt as well. And, you know, it's probably also worth mentioning that despite the real run of form from Heroic, I mean, the start of the CT side has been only moving in one direction. The rounds have themselves been kind of expensive, so it's costly, but this is a costly hunt here. There is 3 players at the tail end. And Exile will survive. A quad kill to his name, especially with Gizmi being sent down. A lot of this round honestly hinges on what Gizmi can do from down on B. Bemis, you can just stay, if he really wants, just towards Red Crate and be that insurance policy. They're going to be flashed out. The first fight is good for Youngster. Nilo going to get one of his own as well. He's still alive, but not for much longer. Nice trade from Afro. That's positive play here from Monte for space. They're going to take lobby control, but downstairs is lost. However, I thought for a second Gizmi was going to go up and rotate behind them. That could have been spicy. They've got the B site. They've got a plant for free.
Afro with a crack angle here to work from.
It's a great gap.
I'm not going to peek into it, though. I think, unfortunately, he might be able to make it work a little later on into the round for the bomb. Molly coming in. Going to buy a lot of time. Afro does go down, as does Bemis. It's all on Gizmi. He will fall too. Is there enough time? It's perfectly,
I think so.
Perfectly executed by xCloud. Oh. Yeah, that's really well done. Just at the end of the flames, to know that he can get in, to know that he won't go down. Yeah, totally agree. So I think in terms of what they could have done, making the best of bad situations, probably the correct call.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, needed that, though. That would have really, really put a hammer into this round. 4 versus 4. Gizmi left a little low. Prison. Here's them all outside. Rainwaker, meanwhile, uses that to his advantage. The lurking player's not had chance to pop off the past few rounds, but he will do so here. Youngster also on the lurk of his own, but can't deliver. No. He will be flattened, and Monte with a slightly pacier contact round. It's very, very true. There's a lot of caveats into this one, but I think at this point in the game and their comeback, they just want to see the rounds won.
Oh, they're stuck, actually.
Oh, that's one way of doing it. I mean, I don't know, dogs. They wait for the smoke to go down, try and get cheeky. It's a wild call. It's a very loose sort of style that Monte employ, but just caught out in the open. I think you commit in towards moving down secret, which they definitely could have done.
No, they were mollied. They were trying to sell the ruse that whether they're outside or not. So I'm going to go looking for the hunt at the end here as well. Azu will get one. Potentially another as well. Will Nilo go on the elevator angle? No. Going to get flashed into the fight. The flash comes about 2 to 3 business days late. Oh, they don't want to go for it that much themselves. I think it's the right call. We were just talking about it. That's an expensive round. Their finances are a little feeble.
Youngster capitalizing, coming alive a little.
Yeah, he's really recovered.
Big round. Are we going to the overtime again, though, is, of course, the question here. Monte, with other ideas, I am sure. They do not want to test the water of that once again.
Wow.
Wild move forwards from Rainwaker. Azu also going to be left incredibly low. And I don't know, man. It looks like OT might just be on the cards here. They've run out of ideas, clearly. Just trying to force things forwards.
If he can get sauce, but I mean, bomb collected. He's holding main, Gizmi's holding for the swing, but they're slightly overlooking alt vent. Under a minute, they've got time to work with, and you know, there'd be no better time than event dive right now. Boost up. Oh, he's been spotted, and he's been dropped as well. They now know both of them are there. Sauce, he'll see this off in just a second. If he swings now, Afro's dead to rights. He's not even considering this is a possibility. Overtime locked in play. Sauce, just see it off, mate. Do us a favor. Do us a favor. Youngster will.
Nice flash.
What a recovery. Yeah, nice flash. Yeah.
Yeah, wild stuff, man. I mean, Monte just not feeling themselves. You know, it was like 11-8, I think, when they finally won their first round. They immediately take a timeout, you know. The T side of Nuke here, very inconsistent, very
because they overfought Exile
problematic.
Outside, right?
Indeed. It's so awkward, but
that's a nice move.
They work with the info of the previous round, trying to go for another A burst here, and it looks like it will be successful. As we see once again, the pressure valve is released, and a lot more for Monte to work with, therefore. A lot of damage done, though. Definitely not over, and we don't do any saving in overtime, of course. Certainly on the cards for Heroic to retake back in.
Util's excellent from Monte so far. And they're running thin on it. On the side of Heroic, I mean, that's already Europa smoked out in towards heaven. Another one will come up in the face of xFloud, so that's going to make his life really, really difficult. They've shift walked away out. Rainmaker, hello. Wake up a little bit. He does. Lovely for him. Oh, my God, xFloud attack, but another find. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, my God, xFloud. He might have single-handedly pulled him in towards this round. He's sticking the defuse, and they're going to win the round. How have Heroic converted that? That is electric from xFloud. What a round from him. The tap through the smoke, head and hands. Dismayed Monte. They cannot believe they've let that slip. You just see the reaction on the player cams from Monte. Just so dejected.
Yep.
How could you not be? Crossfind. You drop the danger man as Gizmy just wants to lead by example, and the flames of BMAS will find one as well. He pops towards A. The initial execute is actually really quite clean, but we just saw how shoddy the post plant can look. And Aid will come through and it really hits Nilo down low. But Youngster's still present with the AWP.
Can't find anything else as the smoke comes down in front of him. Nilo low.
They know
will be
both
dropped. Well, Youngster on the reposition, so we'll see. Surely not another one going to slip through their fingers like this.
Gone for the rifle too. The right call.
BMAS has one eye on it, swapping in between angles, and now his teammate in Azua at the alt vent, surely ready for this, and he is indeed. Takes the head clean off, so no funny business this time around. Again, the contact burst he plays, like you say, working quite well. xFloud. Just holding a pretty chill angle over here.
Just that chill guy.
Yeah, he's just chilling. Rainwaker, meanwhile.
Oh, could have got two there.
Bit crazier.
Good lobby crunch, just great information.
Should be ready for this, I think. Down below, Youngster on the AWP, of course, is most certainly here. He's now got support to join him on ramp. However,
our old friend.
No, I don't think they're all going for it. But Gizmy's holding. It's all going to come down to how the execute looks here. Maybe they do wait a little bit to see what Gizmy can cook up.
Don't like the bomb going first.
It's such a hard angle to be hitting. He moves away, maybe at the worst possible time, as now he's dropped the angle. Goes back in, not quite fast enough, but at least he gets to fight another day.
Needed that.
Nilo falls behind the silo, often an unbeatable kind of angle. Man advantage for the T side. Bomb going to go down. xFloud coming in from behind here to look for a bit more. Will check his angle just in time. Traded out, but it's back down to the 2 versus 2, and that's the key one. All onto Gizmy. A great game from the IGL here. They've closed the double doors on him. He's trying his absolute damnedest to get over to the control window, but they're so ready, and they will find the defuse. It is the lead. Bursty moves.
Who's here?
For an event with the AWP. I mean, couldn't think of anything worse. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened, of course. Susp creeping forward, trying to get some catches. Oh, man. They get away with a lot, in fact, out from single door. BMAS holding strong. Has maybe done well. The missed AWP shot, of course, will be all she wrote. 14-14. We're back to even. Timeout for Heroic.
God, they needed that. They needed that so badly, Monte. I feel like if you lose that one there, that is this map falling apart. And who knows how much effect that would have had in the long term for the series.
A little bit easier for like an entry who's just kind of like, whatever, my job's always the same.
Yeah, true. I hold W.
Gives me a thing to hurt, no? I suppose not.
That 180 scared
That was
me.
close. That was close, yeah.
Maybe a
Very close. That's messy from xFloud. Trade will be there, but Youngster needed 2 to make up for it. Doesn't happen. 4 on 2 now. Prison tagged down.
He's got to be dead here, surely.
It's looking very, very good for Monte, I think. Oh, crack angle missed, but now they've got all the info available to them. That's got to be that. 15 going to be hit first here for Monte.
Just try as you might. There's no way you're finding 4, especially towards that A site.
That feels like a blunder. They really forced the issue there with the
it's
mini
the outside,
move.
yeah. So far in 2 for 2, they've both been pretty clean. That one especially. Only the one casualty, no bomb plant. You love to see it.
Molly's rolling in. Bemis on high here. Great spot for him. Only one available. Azu flashed perfectly. We'll leave it into the 3 versus 3 now, so it hangs in the balance. Nilo low is kind of the only slim advantage. Gizmi, though, does manage to find a spam. Oh, Nilo comes away with one. Here's another. How has he ever gotten away with that? That's absolutely insane. The AWP not really in a position to trade. Gonna drop down. The smoke goes far too deep. Not gonna do anything for anybody.
Oh.
Still got to know about Gizmi here. He's in a good spot. The re-aggress, the re-approach from Afro on the AWP really, for me, is what a lot of it comes down to. They do have those kits available, but that is all they've got going for them. He'll clear in towards Hut now. Can he find this kill? They're not really considering him. However, at the very last second, Youngster feels it, and it will be another bout of overtime required. That's crazy, man. HP in a dream. Outside, Smokes rolling through here. And a quick move off the back of them, actually. Gizmi going to manage to find Youngster. We drop down. It's all going to be heard. There's another player in at Squeaky waiting for them. Susp trying desperately to just wrestle a kill back in his favor.
Oh,
not going to happen, and they all fall at the same time. That's crazy.
Rainwaker playing contact. Afro. Gonna re-aggress a little bit. Oh, that's big. That's bold as well. You expect the second. The flashes will come through, but they won't do anything for the AWPer. So Afro can find one, dip away, and he can stick around to aggress if he wants to. Krisen will catch one rotating in. It's inherently a nice move by Gizmi there when they're taking ramp control to re-aggress elsewhere in the map to look towards lobby, but just a little bit too expected, and xFloud will now level the playing field back into 2 versus 2. And the way things are set up, they would love to head top side. They just have the bomb.
Somehow, some way, they have managed to even this up, which is kind of crazy.
Hi, xFloud.
Yeah, nice find from Azuwu. Constantly on the move. That's sort of the name of the game on Nuke. 30 seconds. Krisen going to hear all these footsteps, trying to catch him, but just missing the window of opportunity.
He's speedy.
He is fast enough behind them that they're just not going to consider this angle.
No
15
way.
seconds is the big thing. He needs both kills.
Yep.
Can't win by getting the plant. And Afro, what is going on? What is he doing? Gets away with absolute murder there.
Can't clear it from here on Silo, but if Afro keeps creeping, he's just going to walk straight into his death here, surely. Needs to be very careful. Break over from the smoke. One behind it, and Afro will nail the shot. Beautiful work. Down goes xFloud, an important man dropped. Oh, and same for Youngster. This is 2 lovely opening kills to get for Monte. This will really help out.
Yeah, Monte played a bit more confidently here and just running rings around them, to be honest. Really nice switch up into the second bout of the OT. Really solid. As they just look to see this one up to the finish line. Not quite over it, but you feel 3 to do it with. In a game like this, it's been so very indecisive, not very streaky at all.
That's fine.
Maybe we speak too soon. Azuwu dealt with. Very clean kills from Sus to bring it back to the 3 versus 3 retake now.
No way, surely.
This would be wild. I think there's a fair chance. Afro drops down. Gizmi finds a key kill onto Nilo. But he is traded. We'll see what the boys have got. Krisen and Suspit with such an important round on the cards if they can snatch this one away. Afro with the AWP, looking awkward, of course. Will spot out Krisen, but can't hit the shot.
I'm ticking.
Where do we go from here? Don't have a smoke for that bomb, I don't think. Oh, no, okay, they'd already thrown it. Afro gets caught. Bemis out in the open, nothing he can do, and they will get bested. That's wild.
Man, I can't. I mean, all credit has to be given to Sus, but that is such a gross misplay.
Why did they do it so many times if they're just not going to employ it? Maybe it's like the Vendive got banned after that Astralis game. That would make sense.
I miss it so dearly. Kind of for the wrong reasons, but I still miss it. Azu's got a really advanced angle towards our side here. It'll be Krisen, who opens up proceedings. Youngster's holding for a flank via Heaven, but Nilo's here as the insurance policy down low, and Azu Loses out the duel, opening double, go the way of Heroic. And the thing is, while Monte have thrown away a lot of rounds like this, Heroic very rarely have from big advantages like this.
No, definitely agreed. Maybe now's the time, say Monte. Start to make their way slowly downstairs. Cheeky little boost, lovely idea. Will be some ramp presence coming in as Heroic trying to set up and get ready. B hit to come in. Slow but short. I mean, I like the setup as well. I think really clean spot. Door bursts open. Sus doesn't need any help apparently, and Afro gets caught by the man on high. Flawless from Heroic.
That's a statement. It really is a statement. If Monte lose this map, they are going to be kicking themselves. That's the kind of map, especially if at least they're losing the series too. They're the kind of rounds that keep you up at night. Wind Waker sent out in towards the gauntlet, and he will die. But Bemis checks in towards top of Heart. Nice trade from Gizmy. He's also got the bomb. He's also stuck. And there's two other players here to meet them. Thankfully, the bomb gets out, so they can reset. And oh, it's our best friend, the Vent Dive. Finally coming through, but X-Cloud's joining the group. He's coming through for a bit of the action. And he threads the needle between two of the T-side players. He drops Gizmy, and in doing so as well, puts not Gizmy is left alive, but he drops so much pressure on it. Gizmy was the one who follows him down. I mean, it's just mental right now. Into a 2 versus 2.
Elo.
Head spotted. Surely.
Did he?
He doesn't comment. He doesn't talk.
It's tough.
He didn't talk.
With the X-ray, I'm not sure if it was like just a brief little bit of an outline that he saw. He seems somewhat aware. Gonna miss the timing massively here. Will get dropped. That's so unlucky. And yeah, that's one you got to get into the demo for and see it from his perspective. I think the X-ray might just have been the light that we saw over the top. Gizmy drop Youngster. 18-17. They're the first to hit it. We've still many people posted up here. Will get overlooked. Double doors swing open. Not everything. Yeah, it's not everything. They're still a little weary of other angles. Youngster to find Rain Waker. They're not thinking about him at all here. Bomb going to go down. He strikes for 2. And that will be another overtime locked in. Nilo goes overlooked. Youngster on the AWP makes it work. If he can do that, give them the win, you know?
Oh, smoke here, but saying Gizmy through the flash. That is excellent. BMAS flashes him in. Gizmy finds the fight. I don't like the knife out there. There was nearly a worry of Crisant re-aggressing. They might just slip past each other in the smoke here. The old ships and the knights. Oh my god. One of you turn around. For the love of God.
I don't believe it.
Oh my god, please turn around.
Surely his action's going down, Crisant.
No way.
Shot. He goes down to the AWP.
No way. Wait, Gizmy can win this round alone here just because they can just plant for heaven. Oh! And a fadeaway. James Harden-esque.
Why is it?
Swishes the 3. How does BMAS get that shot?
I don't understand. When there's like one crazy thing that happens, it's a little bit like, wow, I haven't seen... That's a crazy timing. The whole round is just like, the whole round just breaks apart. Reality doesn't make sense anymore.
How's BMAS got that shot?
It's like a wormhole in the middle of the map, just sucking everybody in.
All you at home, we promised you get an exciting game here. We said this would be quite a puggy affair.
We did ask for something a bit closer, and it's definitely what we're getting. First out on towards A once again. Sus for 2 on the back end of the site. Might just be the hero they need. Elo chiming in, it's all on Afros, pretty low. Everyone seems like they want to get out of here though, you know, it's become a lot faster, a lot more aggressive from Monte. Worked in the previous, caught in this one. What do I do now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay, well there it went. The element of surprise, probably the round alongside it.
Yeah. But yeah, this game is absolute cinema at the moment. At times, I would say for the wrong reasons. It's like watching The Room. You know, it's not good cinema, but it's cinema all the same.
Enjoyable, but like maybe not for the right reasons.
Yeah. Like, yeah, really. But at this point, apparently it's 37-34, according to our lovely observer, Jonas. Thank you, mate. If you can update and let us know who played that game too, that'd be great. Give us all the info. But at this point, we're flying out towards A. Suspen, Crisant are here, but Rain Waker, the A-site maker, as he gets 3, make that 4! Oh my god! This man is just robotic with the shots right now. Give him the ace. He'll get denied, but Gizmy will see it off. That is a beautiful entry in towards the site, and Monte needed a hero. Monte, in overtime, took map number 1 of Dust 2, their map pick. We said the nuke pick earlier was inherently a bit of a risk because Monte don't mind it, and so far the risk not paying off at the moment. Susp, he's going to get caught. BMAS will open things up. Rainwaker, he was trying to set himself up for a fight, knows that they've actually barreled down upon his position. Really good move just to fall away.
Yeah, really quite astute from him, as he will drop down below, looking for another multi-frag moment here, should the opportunity arise. And I think indeed they will come walking towards him. He's taking quite a safe angle, though. So actually going to gain a lot of ground in towards B. Unbeknownst to him, it feels like. Yeah, and he gets caught completely off guard as he goes looking in. Damage could be capitalized on a little later. I'm going to tell, Gizmy gets blown open, the double doors letting him down, not as much cover anymore. Trade is there. Still not out of the woods just yet. Afro around on the AWP, catches one, and leaves it all down to xFloud now. He's going to be known about as that planter, not ready for a Zua win behind. They lost track of the final couple, and a big, big find. The 21 comes in to sigh of relief.
And we keep singing the praises of fragging IGLs have come through the tier 2. Prison's another great example. Krebeni over on towards Foot as well, but Gizmy's having an absolute barn burner of a map here. He's storming through. Let's see, is it going to be enough? They've got 2 opportunities now.
Oh, Prison,
Fracking
big
IGL.
find. Yeah, taking matters into his own hands.
Afro
He's all alone over here. Afro, I think in a good spot, actually. Quick flick. Let's get Molotov'd off before he can find another. The wall bang. I believe he actually hits both.
He does.
It's just a thick wall, so it eats a lot of the damage. Krizen's still down below, and they just don't know how to deal with him, don't know where he's at. That's maybe a mishap from Rainwaker, honestly, giving the advantage away.
Yeah, 3 coming through ramp as well. This is a big arse. That's a nice find.
Yeah, this is looking good. Gives me with a key kill to just open things back up, crowbarring their way in here. Afro and Beamer's pretty healthy. It's that AWP that makes life look a little awkward. We'll see what Beamer's can find with his bits of utility. Loads of time. I think you want to get it on the bomb, surely. They're going to go single instead. Youngster holding the cross. There's really not a lot of time here. Door gets closed. It gets reopened. Trade there for one. They're not ready for the second, though. And Afro is bringing up the rear. He will get bested. They just didn't quite leave themselves enough time. And where do you put that smoke? Unfortunately, they put it single. They put it double.
Yeah.
That would have made life much harder for the T side, but how are you to know? This is how it goes, man. This is how it goes from time to time. We're making up for it. As we said, some pretty smooth sailing, 2-0s in the first couple days.
ESL getting their money's worth with us in this one.
Now certainly making up for it. As another overtime, maybe on the cards. Or not. They have indeed just stopped them at the door. Absolutely no chance. Afro will go down.
Gotta get the bomb, though.
But the trade of information, really praying someone gets lazy and peeks into him, but I don't think it's really going to happen here. 35 seconds left.
Oh, that could be the beginning of the end. Down goes Youngster, and xFloud left with it all to do. A 1v4 of a 1v3 on the site. Nice shot. Looks for a second as well. Looks for the spam. Oh, he's going to get it, but it's not enough. Gizmy will see it off. And in one of the most ridiculous and electric games we have seen in a while,